This is what we call hater shit. There is no better term.
Not sure who this is to, but Heather is, I guess, emailing or she's sending feedback. So, yeah, I'm curious who she's sending this to. It says, I'm being stalked. This is my primary and only phone number. I have trouble completing calls to intended recipients, and at times the connected phone number is nefariously remotely disconnected, impeding upon my ability to place any and all calls. The same is true of incoming calls when I try to answer. When I try to answer important calls, example, my doctor or lawyer, the call won't connect. Ironically, only minutes later, when the stalkers began calling me repeatedly, draining the battery of my phone, the calls all complete without issue. Incredibly nefarious. Please help. Oh, Lord. I'm not doing this. Some examples of my human, civil, and constitutional rights being violated over the last 5 years or more. Oh, Lord. So I'm saying, she has all this time to type all this shit up in her phone. Then she should have all the time in the world to find a doctor to go seek help. And also get a job.
Moments where I'm literally just like, God, please give me the strength to not kill myself. I miss my children so much. They've locked me outdoors. Chicago police, or who the fuck knows who, Judge Harris, Judge...
That's at least the second time you threatened to kill yourself. All the authorities who have ignored my request for emergency order of protection, police reports, etc. Why haven't you helped with this?
Sandoval. All of the negligence and just sitting out here exhausted, 3:30 in the morning, literally just want to be with my children in my own home. So confusing.
You think what's confusing? What's confusing is why you won't fucking do what you have to do if you love and miss them so much. My opinion.
So scary. And Xavier's been being awful all day, all fucking day. It's like, I've said it a million times, the abused don't need more abuse. They need love.
Then
and
leave.
Love is not sex. Love is love.
Damn. Like, if it's been like that, fucking leave. Why are you staying around him? Like, you're fucking... One minute y'all are all lovey-dovey, and the next minute you're talking fucking mad shit to him or about him. Y'all don't have to be together. Just because y'all are both homeless doesn't mean y'all have to fucking stay together. I mean, what are y'all gonna fight for the tent, I guess? Airbnb. Reviews all 100% positive, yet for no reason my account is suspended and no one at Airbnb will give me a reason. No, let's get with the truth. This is... He said, nice girl. At first I thought it might be a bad situation because she got lost in another part of town and got upset on the phone with me. But after she stayed here, I no longer have any concerns. Look, this bitch already freaking out the Airbnb owners. Like... Be nice, Heather. It would get you a lot further in life. And a lot of people would be nicer to you. Are you fucking kidding me? Is this seriously back in 2020? Okay, November 17th, 2020. She wrote to Airbnb. And supposedly, okay, it doesn't matter who owns it. She said, I did not stay at this property, and I'm not sure who made this reservation. Can you please refund my money? No, bitch. I want, like, why did she crop out? Did y'all see, like, she cropped out what Airbnb wrote? It said Airbnb wrote, and then she wouldn't even fucking post that. You suck at receipts. This is 2021, March of 2021. We are in 2023. Get out of the past. This is the one I responded to host and Airbnb asking for security cam footage because I was alone. This was before I ever even met Xavier. Lynn, Heather, and her group left the room clean and neat. They were very friendly and followed all rules, no issues. Maybe she was just fucking leaving a comment. She wasn't even realizing who she was leaving the comment about. Again, all these are like 2020, 2021. Oh, here's one for 2023. January 28th, 2023. Great guest. Oh my gosh. Oh, I wish I could read that, but she freaking had to put something over it. My last night sleeping indoors, I have been outside on the side of the road or in the grass somewhere on a yoga mat ever since that 6+ months. No updates on the rapes, robberies, bludgeoning, or stabbing. Zero communication or follow-up from law enforcement or the criminal justice system. If this was your mother, I promise it would hit different. Don't try to insult me, bitch. My mama wouldn't fucking stay on the streets. My mama would do what she had to do to fucking get her kids. And you know what's crazy? With all the money that they have, because, you know, they always just have stuff, or they're eating out, and it's not like it's like food stamp money. You would think they would save some money to at least stay in a hotel for a night or two. Guess it doesn't bother them that bad. I guess they would rather fucking weed. That's some weak ass shit, bro. If it's like, just if you're like addicted to weed or some shit, you're on the streets, like, what the fuck? There's no way. Like, I know y'all are getting donations. Motels are not that expensive. You can save up for a night. So y'all sitting here buying fucking vapes and shit, y'all could have saved that and got a damn hotel room. You're fucking pregnant. Like, go sit in the AC, sleep on a bed. Maybe that'll help you fucking realize, I need to get my shit together because I want me a fucking house. I miss my bed. Doubt it, though.
Okay, so the previous post says if they wanted to, they would. I just want to challenge people to think a little bit larger than that.
Oh, shush your fucking mouth. I like that quote. I mean, obviously there's some circumstances where if they, I mean, it's, again, fucking common sense. Like, oh, if Billy wanted to walk, but he only has one leg. He can't walk. Well, actually, technically, he could because he could bounce or hop or get a prosthetic leg. Most of the time, it fits, Heather. Okay.
I think that's pretty much bullshit, especially when you come to a mom and dad versus child relationship, or not versus, but mom and dad / child relationship. You guys circulating stuff like that are failing to understand that there are some moms and dads who show up for their children in so many ways, but physically cannot be there, or financially cannot be there. Little kids especially, they don't understand. Stop saying if people wanted to, they would. Be more realistic. We are all struggling right now. There are a lot of people. This is the largest period of oppression I've had in my entire existence. I do as much as I can for my children. I go there, drop them off groceries.
No, do not, with the damn, don't. I'm trying not to cuss. Oh, she makes me so mad. I'm doing the best that I can. No, you're not. If you had a fucking checklist of what you had to do so you can see those kids whenever the hell you wanted to, I know you wouldn't do it. Because you won't even make the first motherfucking step to go see a doctor. Just like someone said, what's the harm? If you're good, right? So just go get checked out, do a little psych eval. What's the worst that could happen? Well, actually, you could get on some fucking medicine that makes you crazy, and then you have to get off of it, and that sucks. But other than that, that's the worst, okay? You have to take the first step. Or otherwise, this is why we don't feel sorry for you. Well, I will feel sorry for you whenever it's, really hot outside and you're pregnant. I think I feel sorry more for, the baby.
Just bring them gifts, whatever. But my relationship with them looks nothing the way it should. My children are used to living with me full time, in my own home, having their own rooms and beds and TVs.
That kind of seemed materialistic. Ooh, I got you beat. Every freaking day I get that alert on my phone lately. Excessive heat warning advisory. Every day. It's bro, when has it been this hot? It is so ridiculous. And then there's a storm or a hurricane. I don't even know. And I felt the wind. I was like, oh my gosh, does it want to rain? And I felt the wind and it was not hot. It was just bleh, Day 2 of nausea. Shut up, me too. Oh my gosh. Okay. Day 2 of nausea, short of breath, dizzy, exhausted, 15 weeks pregnant. Doctor is sending me to the hospital to make sure I have no blood clots. Send me all the positive energy and vibes, please. That is kind of crazy that that's happening. Oh shit. That was 47 minutes ago. So that was just today. Go back. So, you know what's crazy? Now that I'm starting to wonder. I wonder if it's just really hot outside. So she called her doctor and was I hate to say this, but make up a story. And so that way he would say, I need you to go check in at the emergency room, make sure, the baby's okay. In order for her to go in to get some AC and, get off the streets. That popped in my head, but what really made me think that's what it was she has the fucking temperature as the background, as the caption. For the second time in under 4 years, my lawyer, aware that I have no criminal background, has advised me to flee the state of Illinois for my sanity and the safety of my entire family. She says, God, please take over. I have 10 psych evals from 5 various care teams, all citing I am intelligent, stable, practical, and capable. I have given permission to no one to take over or make decision for my life. I am a mother to 3 children and pregnant with a 4th. I want to sue and press criminal charges against everyone involved. She really needs to figure out, like, the 13 weeks, 14 weeks. She always fucks up. 13 weeks, 3 days pregnant, 12 weeks since speaking with ironically, the same day I started getting physically abused, her dad stopped our FaceTime calls. 3 days since V has picked up. My son and I spoke earlier. Yeah, he had to go pick up her fucking present because she didn't want to go pick it up. Or she could not pick it up. I don't know. I'm going to leave that alone. God, please help me criminally charge all involved. That is not how you pray. You do not pray and ask God to help you criminally, like, charge people, sue people. What the hell? Help me criminally charge all involved parties and restore my life of earning my own income, supporting my children, and having a safe, happy home. I'm 14 weeks, 6 days pregnant now. Haven't slept indoors since February 14th, 2023. Haven't had a full head to toe shower in months. Who could or would want to live life this way? Walking around in circles being prevented from earning income isn't life or living. It's felony aggravated abuse or punishable by up to life in prison. Oh. Okay, Heather. Oh my gosh, stop. But why is she wearing glasses? Who is she FaceTiming?
No.
Why did she cut out? Oh, okay. Baby's first photo shoot. Oh, I did this baby. Oh, I feel so bad for that baby. Oh gosh, I swear if this don't make you get your shit together. You've had so many chances and opportunities and baby sacrifice, like I cannot.
But I want the come on, Mom.
Like, you hear my daughter in the background, you know? Like, how can you not, like, just fall in love instantly, completely, and just do whatever the fuck you have to do? Not to mention you already have 3 kids walking around. Hearing that heartbeat and seeing that, if that, like,
Mommy,
she must have something, like her wires are crossed if she doesn't. I've never understood people who don't feel connected, like moms who are like, who don't instantly feel. I feel bad for them because I do know some people, they can't help it. Some people they want to and they don't, and some people they just don't really care, like it's just not a thing. Guess we shall see, but unfortunately it's probably going to be the same stuff.
Yeah, and Harry Potter.
What?
Harry Potter.
No.
Baby.
Look, there's a baby. It's a little baby in somebody's tummy.
I can't see her.
You can't see her?
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to be a girl?
You think?
Oh, girl, don't. No. It's not mine.
But you think?
I don't know. You think it'll be a boy?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll see. I don't know why I instantly thought it was going to be a girl, but
I don't
you're
know.
right. It might be a boy.
Yeah, I did like a boy. My don't be boy. My don't be boy.
Look at it. You can see his little head and the arm, or the hands, the arm.
eye.
You see the eyes?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're silly. You don't see no eyes. Back up.
So we just got out of the hospital. I have no blood clots, so that's great. I'm still incredibly short of breath. They could not find an etiology. It might just be heat exhaustion. We get out of the hospital and there's literally like ghetto shit going on all over the place. Like some guy in a door frame, like with his hand down his pants, like 10.
He was in a door frame? What? I feel like a lot of just ghetto shit just be happening sometimes.
Motherfuckers chasing us down the street asking if we want to smoke pot with them. Like, just weird shit and shenanigans everywhere. I am exhausted and I just want to go inside. Like, I don't give a fuck how long you people leave me out here. It's never going to get easier, ever. I want my house back. So, we're going to sleep. Good night.
As Xavier's probably smoking weed right now, coughing in the background. Why? I wonder. I'm trying to remember what hospital she would usually go to. I mean, obviously she was at the hospital. I mean, it's probably best people don't know what hospital. Only maybe a couple for emergency reasons.
You guys, thank you for all your prayers and well wishes and good vibes. So I'm going to say this again. I want to press charges against all parties involved.
This is not a matter of homelessness. It's a matter of blatant obstruction of justice, felony, domestic, terrorism, rape, robbery, and numerous other victimizations. Clearly, I am deserving of restitution. # Marcy's Law. Look, she got some new clothes.
Reached out to my lawyer numerous times. I've also been denied the opportunity to reach out to my lawyer. My calls have been obstructed when I've called for assistance.
Did she say she talked to her lawyer numerous times, but then at the same time she said she couldn't? I gotta be right.
On several. So I'm gonna say this again. I want to press charges against all parties involved. I've reached out to my lawyer numerous times. I've also been denied the opportunity to reach out to my lawyer. My calls have been
reached out. Okay, she's reached out, but she still hasn't. They probably blocked your number from his office.
Obstructed when I've called for assistance on several occasions, including and resulting in rape, robbery, and additional abuse. You people who are new here have been asking, aren't there shelters in Chicago? No. So my case is unique. I have been unlawfully thrown out of my apartment and stopped.
Wait, is that true? Are there no shelters? I know there's a few people that live around her. I thought there was. Are there no shelters? I mean, I guess it wouldn't surprise me. But I am really curious to know.
Walked out of 20 jobs. I'm not homeless because I'm a loser or I'm a drug addict or I don't feel like working. I'm homeless because I'm literally being gang stalked, robbed, raped, beaten, and abused in a cycle for the last 3.5 years. Prior to that, I was a full-time mom who stayed at home with her children and worked in a self-employment capacity. I was on track to make 6 figures.
All I gotta say is that girl, baby, just go get help. Go get help. If you feel like that is actually going on, for one, you need to go just do a psych eval, just to talk to someone, just to let it all out. And then if you feel like that still, leave. Go take a break. Go vacation somewhere. Better yourself and come back better. And if you need to, stay the freak off social media.
So if you guys have been following and you know, one of the biggest complaints I have about not having my own space, besides the obvious, is that I'm not able to keep up with my hygiene the same way I would. I had a 5-bedroom house before this. I rented it, and I have 3 children. So they all had their own bedroom for a very short time. It took me literally their entire lives to work for that. I got it about 4 months prior to the unlawful displacement. So it's a big kick in the face to have them take it away. Something that I like to use, since I can't bathe every day, is this Freeman's peel-off mask. It just keeps impurities off of your face.
I didn't think this would go anywhere near about face wash.
Use it twice a week. When you see homeless people or like dirty people, street people as they refer to it, there's really, really no place to shower. And there are definitely times when stores and businesses treat these people really, really poorly and don't even let them use indoor restrooms. No, let me be absolutely clear when I tell you guys this. I am like a huge clean freak. My house, my body, my home, my children, my environment, period. I fucking hate bad smells. I cannot stand clutter and
Well, obviously, you don't mind it that much.
mess, disorganization. It literally like makes my vein pop out in my neck, like literally. So again, this is not perfect. I am not happy. I am not comfortable, and this is not good. But this is what I'm doing, and I share with you because should you ever find yourself in a position, I'd love for you to know what I did. And not only that, there have been so many people saying you're not really homeless.
Yeah.
Do you think I would make a fucking channel and report being raped, beaten, robbed, abused, and displaced from my home if I really had somewhere
Xavier in the background.
to go? No, I would be doing beauty and glam and parenting and family and all my favorite things. So, Jane Doe, and we know that you know her. We saw a photograph of you with her, and we have it in our evidence box. And I'm just like, literally, I don't do crimes. I have no idea what the fuck is going on here. My kids are at home. I work at Northwestern Hospital. Oh no, at the time I was selling glasses and doing visual field examinations for Infinity Optical. I'm like, I am a nurse basically. Okay. I have 3 kids. I have no idea who Jane Doe is. If you saw me standing next to her, I was probably working an event at night. I probably just met her within the week. I have no idea, I swear. And from there, it went into like this harassment by this guy, this detective, supposedly, to where he would tell me, text message me every day. And I'd be like, no. And he'd be like, if you don't text me or call me daily and check in, we're going to send a squad car to come pick you up and take away your children. And I had done nothing. I have no criminal record. I've done nothing. And so I would text like random lyrics from Drake and Future. Like every single day, I would just text another lyric. Like, what songs were big? Oh, Bryson Tiller, J. Cole. This was in 2015-16. So Kevin Gates. I got 6 jobs. I don't get tired. I used to text songs from there all the time. I used to text songs from just a lot of that kind of like random ass music. Like, bro, I don't have anything to tell you. Like, the thing is, I'm really not a criminal hanging out with criminals. I don't know what the fuck you want me to tell you. So from there, I ended up in a relationship with Dylan while he served prison time. And I felt like his relationship with me was the only thing keeping me safe from like these police and bad guys and all this like shit that was going on. It was terrifying. And then Dylan asks me, can we do a reality show? I'm getting out in May, and I would like us to be on this reality show, Love After Lockup. We're going to be a united front. We're not going to let them tear us apart. They're not going to get us ever apart from each other. We're always going to discuss and like rally the two of us. It does not work that way, and that is not the way it played out. He was telling me that and had his own narrative running with producers. My life was fucking terrible after the show. Since the show has filmed, I have been jumped and stabbed 11 times by 3 women with screwdrivers. Again, prior to 2019, never even been in a fist fight. Okay, so let's go over it. Since 2019, jumped and stabbed by 3 women with screwdrivers, bludgeoned by a man with my own tire iron from my back seat, punched in the top of the head randomly by a random woman who blamed it on her boyfriend after falling asleep on the train, denied an emergency order of protection after getting my ass beat by Dylan, thought I would die. He picked me up by my neck, dropped me on the ground, was punching me, kicking me, and I got denied an EOP. Me and my kids got thrown out of my house. My kids had to go live with their father, and I've literally been outside ever since. I had just made my final payment on a Cadillac CT father, and I've literally been outside ever since. I had just made my final payment on a Cadillac CTS. My very first auto loan, I paid it off all by myself. And I was in the gym twice a day, every day, lifting weights. It was like, you could not have picked a worse person to like try to get criminal information from. I had no fucking clue, right? So I meet Xavier in year 3 of being outside. Like literally, I spent 40 grand on Airbnbs. I lived in hotels. I slept in my back seat of my car before it got destroyed. My car ends up getting sabotaged mechanically. I got beat up multiple times. Like literally, I'm asleep like this on the train. And I wake up to this like punching me in the back of the head. A woman punched me like that at Whole Foods. I've been sexually assaulted. Like in all seriousness, it's not funny. I sometimes laugh to like wonder to myself, how are you alive? How are you breathing oxygen right now? You fucking miracle of God. And that's just like some of the, more blatant stuff. I'm writing a novel. I'm on page 423, and there's like pretty much something big on every day. In addition to that, they know that the only real way to cause me anxiety anymore is by making me have a difficult time reaching or communicating with my children. So they're playing that like it is their job. It breaks me down. You guys have no idea. My number one job is being a mom. So it really fucking breaks me down. None of it has gotten better. Xavier and I met 14 months ago. I was sitting at a Walgreens with all of my belongings, basically like in office clothing with like a couple of boxes of brand new stuff, an air mattress, a toaster oven, a couple of bins with production equipment, lighting, costumes for my GoPro solo, and all of my stuff. And he came and he smoked a joint with me. And because I've never been a drug addict, ever. I have experimented with pot. I tried some other things and didn't like them. I've never been a drug user, So he smoked a little pot with me and asked me if I would trust him and go with him to a condo that was for me and my children that he was sent to protect. My geese.
I forgot to press record, and she was singing.
Did you guys know that the word budget is really just 2 words?
Stay where I can see you.
Bud.
Well, not see you, but
Get.
don't go.
So when your dad
Are
gives
you
you
sure
$50 and
Finley
tells you
did
to
it? 'Cause she
budget
did
it for the
blame it
week,
on
what
Ryan.
he really means is, bud, get. You know what I mean? Okay. So we're here on the stage at Grant Park. I'm going to take you guys for a tour of the crib. This is Goose Poop.
I totally forgot I was recording. My bad, guys. My bad.
Be so careful. As you guys can see, there are hella geese all around. And it was a wild time here at Lollapalooza last week. I was not in attendance, but I can tell from all the geese shit everywhere that shit was getting real.
Why is this thing?
Welcome to Chicago.
Obviously, I don't know how to tag people. So I love it. I appreciate it. I love y'all so much. Let's look at the cart. Is that a car seat? Bro, let me
Just
see
put
it.
that right there on top of the Coleman and don't cover that side because I'm gonna shoot content while we go.
What about the goddamn gray one?
Gosh darn. I said on top of the Coleman.
It's gonna cover. It's lodged in there. It's well.
I said to put the gray one on top of the Coleman. Please. And the poles at the very bottom, underneath the Coleman, the traders, and the knife. Yeah. Oh, oh. Oh.
Ew. Disgusting. That's so nasty. Bro, why you got a car seat already? I'm about to crank up my truck. I need AC. It is 101 degrees outside. Why she keep walking away? Does that aggravate you whenever I comment? I hope it doesn't.
I thought you was gonna climb it.
It won't go up.
Yeah. Jump that fucking rusty bullshit.
Yes, we know. Stop. Did she get another ring? It just looks different. Okay, stop. We don't care. Oh.
Something right here.
Was that Xavier? That didn't sound like him.
It's fucking stubborn.
Ew, his nail.
You see that? You see that? Fucking spider web.
She's like, videotape me while I walk away. Oh shit. That must be the cart. Oh man. The comments, I can't.
We have to go. We have some dinner to eat and shit to do. Love your shit. We'll check in later. Thank you so much for tuning in. As per usual, sponsors, thank you guys so much. If you send me a Cash App donation and then you take it back within 10 minutes, it's clear to me that you are not trying to donate or help me. So while you guys are sending, I've received probably like 30 requests for anywhere from $500 to $1,500 dollars.
What?
And they come right after I make a live feed about like the terrible destructive situation that I've been in. Like I'm sleeping out. Also, I send
Oh my gosh.
this individually, all the updates to police, DuPage County, Cook County, as many police groups as I can, including CPD, every single time. I also email and call.
I cannot. What? Ooh.
Okay, so I always love doing these after I'm done doing a Get Ready With Me, which you can check out on my YouTube channel. It's right here. I'll link it below. But this is the finished product. And my nails.
Why her nails look better than mine?
And my toes. And then without a filter versus with a filter. With a filter. Yes, darling. So
I wonder how, I mean, I guess it's just been there for so long, but how does that, I guess it's a bracelet / hair tie, whatever, that she wears up above her elbow. Like, how does that not freaking drive her arm crazy? Like, I saw her whenever she was wearing that long sleeve shirt in her YouTube video, whenever she was just live. I think it was the first one. And she was wearing it, and you could see it, like, underneath the long sleeve shirt.
cute with the filter.
I don't know why we keep, I mean, I guess you're promoting your page. You know, I wonder, does anybody know about Instagram? Like, is it, I mean, or is it like YouTube and you have to, like, go through steps to get monetized and then you get paid? Because I was just wondering, like, I wonder if she gets paid from Instagram. But if it's, like, YouTube, probably not, because she probably doesn't go through that. I don't know anything about Instagram like that, so I don't know how you, like, what would qualify you to be, I guess, monetized or be able to get, like, money from it. Because sometimes I'd be wondering, I'm like, gosh, maybe, you know, she is kind of making up a little show to get money, but no, I still believe she's crazy. She's just not as crazy as some people think. But it's like, stop promoting your, like, why are you promoting your stuff? Like, if you're not getting paid from it, why are you promoting it? You're just you're showing people exactly where to look to see who you are, and you act fucking crazy psycho. That's why you don't have a job. That's another reason why you don't have a job. Thank you to the person who donated the car seat. Oh yeah, there it is. That's what y'all said it was the Instagram. Well, there we go. Yes, I saw that on the cart. Who donated a car seat so soon, so early? Who did that? I'm just curious. No judgment. I'm just curious where people's heads are at, I guess.
Do you guys ever just, like, start getting so hungry and tired at the same time, and you're trapped outside and you're like, God, please just give me the energy to get up and find...
Why she always have scissors by her? Lord, let hope she was doing a art project. Hope she was curating art project or whatever.
Something to eat. Just want to give reason number 5,489 about why I deserve a budget. I deserve a...
She sounds like a teenager in front of her parents. Okay, I did a spreadsheet, here's my poster, here's my chart. This is why I deserve a higher allowance.
Budget because I can attack any campaign from every angle there is. I can be the model. I can be the director. I can be the curator. I can be the person who's working HR, staffing all of these positions. I can be the admin. I can be all of these people. So there's no one better suited to work in production than someone who has been and can be any one of these positions. It makes me know what they need, what they appreciate, what they don't like, what works, what does not work. I have venue knowledge. I have event throwing and fun.
Oh, I thought she said event. I'm like, yeah, an event. Event for where? Where to go?
Raising background. I deserve a budget. I deserve a team. I am not coming from a place of entitlement.
Oh, that's so crazy, dude, because I just paused it to say how entitled does she sound. Whoa. Damn, see? Obviously, yes, you are. You know you are. That's your guilt right there.
I am coming from a place of I deserve it.
Okay, so this was Heather's Ask Me Live. Ask Me Live. What did she say? Ask me anything. Ask me anything. This was Heather's Live. Ask me anything. Oh, I butchered that. That was funny. Okay. So I jump on, say what's up, see a lot of cool people in there. Love seeing people that I know and who knows my channel and who actually enjoys my channel, and that means a lot. So I jumped out. Not very. I was only in there for a little bit. But I jumped out because she wasn't. I felt stupid. Obviously, she wasn't gonna fucking answer questions. Are you kidding me? Yes, she needs to. She should. That would be wonderful. That's exactly what she should do. I mean, ignore the hater shit, but fuck, whenever it's like a real question, you know what I'm saying, and people are being respectful about it, just answer it. You know? Okay. What did she do? I guess she Googled. Did she Google her name?
Just kidding. We're doing an Ask Me Anything. Xavier is asking me a question, and
Oh my gosh, this. I love it. I wish it was more clear, but that's perfect. Yes, don't laugh, because you know you got some anger management issues, dude.
just kidding. We're doing an Ask Me Anything. Xavier is asking me a question, and he wants me to answer on camera. This is a new game. I don't know if I can trust it. It depends on which Xavier's shown up to play today. Is it Xavier, my best friend, and
Damn, already throwing blows. Alright.
significant other, or Xavier, my sabotage and premeditated murderer?
What the fuck? Okay, did y'all just hear her? She said premeditated murderer. I have been seeing a few people say that she has reached out to his family members and then told them, like, she was threatening to off Xavier with her knife. Police, you know, they could really use that, and this can go like that. I know it's bad and it sucks, and I don't want to wish harm on anyone, but sometimes people have to have bad things happen to them in order to get right and actually be better than what they are now. So it would be nice, maybe a good idea if Xavier's family actually took that to the police and got her on that, whether it would calm her ass down or they put her into bars. I don't know, but she needs to chill out, like, and she can't argue too much being locked up because she's not doing much now. And, well, I mean, she kind of keeps herself busy with the photos. She won't, you know. Could y'all imagine Heather in a fucking prison cell? Oh, my word. But no, you can't do that, Heather. You can't. I want to see receipts. Now I'm like, I want to see, I'm so over this that I want to see the proof and paper.
Well, it is because you have a fixed question. I didn't create that question, and I have no input on what question you ask. Yeah, but you have to ask loud enough that they can hear you. You're like whispering. The way he's talking right now, he reminds me of Stuart. You guys remember that Mad TV character, Stuart? He would like come out and talk like this.
Oh, yeah.
Was it on Mad TV or Saturday Night Live? So I'm super sad today. I look old as fuck. I'm young. I have Botox and also radius.
Okay. Please send pancake money. Okay, this is what was sent to me as well. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Please send pancake money. I wonder what people would do if I just got on my social medias and I was like, send pancake money, please. Here's my cash tag. Oh my gosh, it's the same stuff. Use my promo code. No. yogurt or some pancakes? Kodak protein waffles, 12. Those are not cheap. That was fast. Who gave it? Dang, y'all.
We're calling Chicago police headquarters.
Always be calling the police. Calling the police. Calling the police.
You have reached police non-emergency. Did you know that you can file third police report?
We just got done sitting on hold for close to 30 minutes at another area, 18th District. This is 3510 South Michigan, this number. But we just got done calling the other number, 18th District, which is Gold Coast jurisdiction, and sitting on hold for 30 minutes and no one answered. Let's see if they answer now.
It's just so aggravating because she has it on speakerphone, so she tries to talk. And so if I turn it up so you can hear her talk, you have to listen to the annoying creaking of the freaking phone. So I apologize. I'm trying to let y'all hear her, but not pierce your damn ears.
Break-ins, floodings to my apartment, destroying my property, my vehicle being destroyed, etc. and so forth. There's a very long list, a 423-page list of things that have happened since 2019 in various counties and states that are all related. It's probably and most likely the same assailant, the same predator. And since I have all these petitions on file and complaints and police reports, but no one has done anything, I continue to call. It's been 4 years of me calling, asking for status updates, getting no information. And every time I call, I say, is there a detective assigned? And they say no. Or Lombard said yes, Detective Rojas. And Detective Rojas finally called me back and I said, I just want to know the status of the case. And she said, we've done no investigating. So this is sexual assault. I was bludgeoned. I was stabbed. These are not easy cases. These are
Okay. First of all, I want to say something so bad because it's like such an accomplishment and it was so smart that one of my just lovely favorite OGs, she's just the best whenever I'm having a bad day, a crazy day, whenever I need to vent, whenever we have to talk about Heather, or even like she handles stuff and she cares, and she's also tired of the bull crap. But I don't, obviously, I keep it confidential, so I'm not going to say who it is. I don't know. I can't remember if you said it in the comments, what you did. I don't know if you want to tell people what you did, but if y'all would love it whenever if y'all get to hear it. I love her so much. It was amazing. So if you want to share that, or let me know and I will share it for you. I just can't remember if you already said it in the comments. Okay, what I was about to say with Heather, she just says something about, since it supposedly happens so much, which sexual assault is she talking about this time? Because she's talking about it's not being investigated, so which assault? Oh, and then she said one of them, look at her eyes again. One of them said that there was a case open. She's going to get messed up and she's going to end up catching a case and seeing a judge, but it's not going to be what she wanted it to be for.
Crimes. I'm being denied my right to victim services, which is called Mercy's Law. I have filed numerous 7 or 8 in-person petitions with the Daily Center as well as 555 West Harrison for protection. All have been ignored, denied, or refused to give me a court date. Via email, I have sent hundreds of emails. They gave me this paper. Babe, can you hand me that Adidas backpack, please? Or is it like not in a convenient spot?
It's so
If
crazy.
you can get to it, great. If not, no.
It's so crazy how sometimes she's nice to him, like, baby, will you hand me that Adidas bag? Unless it's like not, only if it's in a convenient spot. And then other times she's like, I don't know who he is. He has no spine. He's the weaker one. He raped me. I don't know him.
I'm going to show you guys this paper so that I have this on file, and I've shown it before if you guys are familiar with my YouTube channel or any one of my Instagrams, including the One Heather GEE account. I make all of these calls live, so I always do it in a public place and live online so that I have many, many witnesses that the calls are actually being made, and I document the responses I've been given. So at this point, it seems like I don't even need a lawyer. I just need to get in front of a judge, and there is no way that I can be denied. But none of the officers so far have even collaborated with each other. So, like, in Barrington, I was staying in a gated community. I was taking care of an older man. His name is Charlie.
How was you taking care of Charlie?
And he was helping me out by allowing me to clean his properties in exchange for $200 to $300 a week. And I was staying at the extra room in his home. While I was, it's a gated community, mind you, and I'm from Chicago. Elmhurst is the farthest west I've ever lived. Barrington is far away. It's like northwest. It's like an hour and a half or so away. I was staying in a gated community, and someone broke into his gated community, into his garage, and keyed my car. I know, it's scary. No one knew I was staying there except for my dad, my grandma, and like my kids.
I feel like everyone, like, I'm just, like, looking at her, and she's like, I know, it's scary. And I'm like, nah, bitch, you full of shit. It sounds to me like you had a sugar daddy, and y'all was helping each other out.
And they would never tell anyone. My kids don't even know what Barrington is,
What?
So that was in 2020. I've stayed at, like, 10 or 20 places since then, and something has happened at every single one of them. So there are police reports on file in Barrington with Lake County Police, police reports in Villa Park, Westchester, Lombard. There's a live on the One Heather GEE account where Westchester Police, supposedly, it was really no police. They were, I call them Gog of Magog. What are they called, babe? Gog of Magog. Because they weren't real cops, huh?
Oh my Lord.
Because they weren't real cops. They were like in all black, head to toe, looking like SWAT gear people in unmarked cars trying to pull me over on Roosevelt and
Man, do you know what undercover cops is? You do know that some people actually, like, some officers, depending on, I guess, what is it, their level, position, whatever the fuck they're about to do, they do have different uniforms for different reasons, for different people. I could just picture her now. Unmarked car, and these people dressed in like a black fake police uniforms are trying to pull me over. Yeah, that's one way to get arrested. Shit.
Anaheim. I was at Walgreens Pharmacy picking up a prescription, seatbelt on, following all the traffic rules. I had a Cadillac CTS. Just paid it off, like feeling like I was finally getting my life back together. I was on my way to drive DoorDash. I pull out of Walgreens and one cop pulls up. Right behind him, another cop. I stop immediately, go to the side of the road, and this is recorded live on the One Heather GEE account. I stop and go to the side of the road. I'm like yelling to the cop, like, because he's not getting out of his car. I'm sitting there for like 5 minutes and he's just sitting there. He starts like going like this out his window. Like, and I look in front of me, there's like this abandoned like parking lot and like with like an alley in it. I'm like, no, I'm not going over there. I'm like, look, I roll my window down. I'm like, I'm in the shoulder of the road. I'm alone. I'm a woman. I'm scared. I'm not going in an alley. I did all of that, right? This guy refuses to tell me what's going on, get out of his car, or approach me. My next step, after telling him I'm not going in a dark alley, I call 911 for Westchester. And I ask them, hey,
is this seriously on her Heather G account? I need to remember. I'm probably going to forget by the time this live is over. But that is the smartest thing to do. If you don't know if they're really officers, then call the police station and just verify they do have an officer at that location.
Do you guys have a cop on the road who's making a traffic stop right now for Cadillac CTS on Manheim and Roosevelt Road? And he's like, and the dispatcher goes, on a live recording, I can neither confirm nor deny that that's a real officer. I took off. Boop, I'm gone. All right, that's all I needed to hear. Like, I'm not letting these 3 grown men. Now it was a third car coming.
What?
No markings on them, all black, and they're in all black. And this is during the BLM time when all the restaurants downtown and high-end stores were getting tossed and broken into and lit on fire, and people's cars were getting stolen. Like, it was wild. I took off. I got into a high-speed pursuit with like 6 of them. None of them had sirens. None of them had like, or they had sirens, but none of them had like badges on the side of the cars. They were all black vehicles. There was an SUV behind me and then like 2 other vehicles that came later on. They juked me, like they tried to like cause a collision. I just missed, like, you guys have no idea. It was something out of like a real life movie. I threw it in reverse like maybe 4 feet before I like T-boned them and got away. And
I can actually see this happening. If y'all picture, like I picture her, how she was in Love After Lockup. The real skinny, short hair, colored hair, crazy fucking psycho Heather. Y'all remember how she was? She even drove crazy on the show. Oh, I could so see that.
driving backwards. Like, it was wild. Ended up having to go to court for that because I went to the police station to report being raped, and they arrested me for fleeing and eluding. So I'm getting...
So, bitch, they were fucking real, huh? I wonder if she was like, well, I didn't think they were real.
Bullied to an alley by fake cops. I called dispatch on a live feed, and they cannot confirm or deny whether they're real cops, but they entered a warrant for my arrest, and when I went to report being sexually assaulted, I was arrested and had to bond out for $400. Not even lying. Bonded out, went to court, told the judge everything that happened. They told me, well, you could take traffic school. That's what they said. They're like, you could go to trial, but there is no legal aid, and it's gonna cost seven weeks or something to get you on the docket, or you can just accept suspension and plead to a reckless driving or something like that, and it won't be on your record if you don't get any more charges in moving violations for the rest of the year. So I'm like, okay. I have no money. I'm like living in my car at the time, so I say okay, and I just accept the suspension and pay the $400. Little did I know that was just like the tip of the iceberg, and that.
So this was not the time, because y'all remember before, I could have sworn it was $400. She said that she was locked up and she needed $400 to get bailed out. She didn't have the money, so the officer said, if you do as favors downstairs with your mouth, then he would set her free or bail her out, whatever. So is this not the time, Heather, or you just decided not to tell us this part, or that just didn't happen? I don't think that part happened.
This harassment and abuse was going to continue. That was 3.5 years ago. We're in 2023 now. And that's not the only time I was followed. I was followed by a formation of Jeeps in Waukegan. I called the police there by Old Orchard Mall and in Skokie, letting them know that I was being followed. I asked dispatch to please dispatch a vehicle. They refused. They said in order for us to dispatch a vehicle, you would need to be parked and give us an address. I said I am actively being pursued by up to 9 Jeeps right now in a formation behind me. Like, I need help. And they refused to dispatch a car, so that's one of the cases, the sexual assault.
It was probably just Jeeps riding. You know how, like, motorcycles, they all stick together to go ride? It was probably just Jeeps riding together to go somewhere.
In Barrington, Lake County, Villa Park, Lombard. I can't prove that they took place, but I felt like someone had dosed me with some sort of medication, and my pants were not on when I woke up. I was wearing like a little bikini with like a big oversized t-shirt to bed, and when I got up, it was not on. It was like open and off. So I filed a police report about that. They were supposed to be investigating that. When I moved to Harwood Heights, my apartment was broken into no less than 10 or 20 times. $800 cash. I say between $500 and $800 because I'm not exactly sure how much it was. I was getting money at the time by driving DoorDash and also by many people just donating the same way they do now, both in person and online. Well, Eric Shaw had been giving me money regularly, like anywhere from...
Yeah, let's talk about Eric. Eric was giving you money regularly. Huh. Yeah, and got you up in that studio apartment, huh? Did that old man dirty. Good thing for his daughter.
$20 to $500 for no reason.
Oh shit!
To get my kids Christmas gifts, to pay my gym membership, to catch up my just all my bills. And from my understanding, he, like Xavier, like everyone else, was a representative for the state of Illinois, an ally. They were there to help me with this case. And that's what I've been being told this entire time. Well, I would take the 20s, and like I'm so used to being abused in relationships financially, just from the whole Dylan thing, that like I started hiding my money. Dylan had a drug problem, so if anyone who's ever been with a drug addict, it's very difficult to keep money, you know? So I would like ball up the $20 out of habit. Same thing with my medication. I would hide it always so that no one could steal it from me. So I had a storage locker at the U-Haul Jefferson Park, and I threw all my stuff in there and then hid $20 in a shoe, in a coat pocket, in a dress, wherever. Or I don't know if it was Jefferson Park. It was the one by Cicero and Milwaukee. Portage Park. And all that money I had, plus this like little unicorn. Eric had thrown this unicorn out of a moving car window with money attached to the neck of the unicorn. And I had all that cash, and I had it like balled up in my apartment. I go down.
Oh, that's so funny. Because do y'all remember whenever she said, where was it? Was it the apartment? She said either Eric or his daughter threw a stuffed animal at her. Like, to be mean. Like, they came to get the car. They said they had to fix the car. But his daughter was like, nah, bitch, you ain't running game on my daddy. So she went to go get the car. And Heather said supposedly one of them threw a stuffed animal at her, not in a nice way. So it's like, so is this just a thing? They throw like stuffed animals at you? Like, it's so crazy how she's like, she gets caught up in her lies. So one time he did throw a stuffed animal at you, but it wasn't the time that you said. It was a time where he was giving you money and giving you things because you were probably giving him stuff in return.
Stairs to use the gym, hard boil like 5 eggs, come back up. All the eggs are missing, or like 2-3 eggs out of the 5 are missing. I'm like, did somebody break into my apartment? I just changed the locks. I just got a new security.
Hey, I just realized this. Remember, because she was famous for the water evaporation and the missing eggs, and now everybody like calls Xavier Egg Xavier. Oh, good times.
Security cameras inside. What is going on? I call the police. They come. They show up. They go, that's great, ma'am, but do you need a doctor's appointment? So now you're harassing me. So now I'm being broken into and robbed, and you're refusing to accept the case. They did not dust for fingerprints. They did not evaluate the crime scene. They didn't even come up to my apartment. They met me in the lobby.
Could you imagine getting a phone call? I need you to come check out my place, please. Somebody stole approximately 2 to 3 boiled eggs out of my pot from my stove. I mean, I guess technically they should still go up there just to say they did their job, but woo, that's a rookie call.
And just treated me like shit. Like 3 weeks after that, I woke up, my sheets were covered in body fluids. Clean sheets, clean gray sheets, covered in body fluids. And I say body fluids because I live alone, and I don't know what other kind of fluids would be spread all over my sheets. When I laid down, they were clean. When I woke up, they were covered in body fluids. And the locks, all the locks on my doors were open. So the lock at the top was churned, the deadbolt was churned, and I had like installed these hotel locks You guys know those hotel locks where, like, on the door, there's, like, this little, like, long thing, and then there's, like, a hook. Hi,
Oh, look, she's probably like, fuck, shit, why was I calling? That's what I would have done. I'd be like, fuck, who was I on hold with?
I'm sorry, is this the Chicago Police Department, 18th District? I'm sorry? Who are you? Oh, is this 3510 South Michigan? Okay, I just want to get in contact with, like, who's the main boss for all of CPD? Okay, cool. Okay, I'm ready whenever you are.
Are you ready to write it down?
I am, yes I am.
The number's going to be 312
Uh-huh,
745
uh-huh.
55103.
And the name?
It's going to be Brian. It's going to be Superintendent Snelling.
Smelling?
Snelling.
Oh, smelling. Is that the guy that comes out on all the press conferences? Because that's the one I want to talk to.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for your help. What was your name? Officer Chisholm. Thank you so much. You have a nice day. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Dude, y'all wanna, I wanna, just see all her calls. They're so different, and see, I wish you would realize that. Look, if you're nice and kind and polite, they will be nice, kind, and polite, and they will help you out. But if you're gonna, yell and cuss at them and not let them talk, they're gonna get annoyed with you. So, compare this phone call to the crazy phone calls that she has whenever she's, yelling at everybody.
Okay, so you guys see, I Googled, and that's the number they gave me, and then I've been on hold for literally, probably 45 minutes all combined, and now I have to call another number. We're gonna call it, and then I'll get right back to tell you guys about all this other stuff.
Hey, at least he did pick up, and he gave you a phone number and a name, so that's progress. She should be grateful for that.
But I have about 10 of these live videos, all proving that everything I've been saying is true this entire time.
Everything
that I have been
saying
doing
is
all
true.
of my, work to do the right thing and contact the right people for victim services and restitution. But they're not doing shit. They're not helping me, you guys, and it's very frustrating. Hold on. Okay, it's ringing.
Officer Hinkle, front desk headquarters.
Hi, officer. I was looking for Superintendent Smelling, or if there was a time that I could come in and meet with him in person, or maybe on a Zoom call. It's a pretty urgent matter.
The only way you can get in contact with the superintendent is via email.
Okay, what's his email address?
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Okay, thank you.
They keep him fucking secured up. They're like, bitch, you ain't gonna fucking walk in and see him. The only way you get to talk to him is through email. Crazy bitch. Crazy bitch. Sorry, it's just a song, guys.
Hello?
Yes.
It's Clear Path. That's CLEAR.
Uh-huh.
PATH
Uh-huh.
at chicagopolice.org. ORG.
Okay, cool. And then I just have one more question. So, I began I call it gang stalking because I don't know a better word. And I could explain very briefly. I know you guys are busy, but I was staying in Airbnb after being unlawfully displaced from my home. I was in an abusive relationship. I had requested an order of protection and it was denied, and I was thrown outside with nowhere to go. I'm 36 years old with 3 children. I've never been homeless before. So that put me in a position to be
I wonder if she's gonna tell him that she's pregnant and what he's gonna say.
Not able to support myself, not be able to keep myself safe. I was sexually assaulted. I was bludgeoned. I was stabbed. I was beaten. I've never been in a fist fight in my life prior to all this happening. And like I said, I just can't defend myself from some of these situations.
Right.
And I've been reporting them in various jurisdictions and cities and towns because it's not only Chicago that it's taken place. They even followed me to Miami, South Beach, as well as Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And there are police reports and complaints filed.
Where was she here? Well, I'm not in Fort Lauderdale, but close. She seems... I'm curious how this officer's going to help. Like, I don't know. Like, it's so different. You know, like, I hope she sees that. Calls and anything in life goes so differently depending on how you talk and approach.
Everywhere. Every time I try to call like any of the detectives to tell them, can you guys please work together? Because I think it's the same people attacking me. I don't think it's like random occurrences in all these locations. I'm having such a hard time getting any one hand to like meet with the other, and everyone keeps telling me, no, we haven't talked to any other law enforcement agency. How do I like... I've even taken it as far as to typing all of this up with direct links to all of my social medias where I have proven that I'm either being stalked or sexually assaulted or robbed. And I like take
He's going to be like, is this Heather Gillespie?
video of it, and then I type up a narrative and I pass it out to law enforcement in the street, like everywhere I go. How do I get a response from anyone? Who do I, like, isn't there one person that that is in charge of like I used to work in the hospital, and for us it was like called obtaining patients' medical records. So like there used to be someone assigned that would be like, okay, well, we're gonna call everywhere you've been and get all the info. Is there someone at your place of business that is responsible for that would like meet with other or contact other areas to obtain these reports?
Well, one thing you have to do is talk to the chief of detectives and
He said, doo-doo-doo-doo.
Okay.
Well, he seems so nice.
hold on, give me 1 second.
Okay, for sure. Thank you.
I mean, it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good, Heather.
All right.
Chicka wow wow. I'm not. What?
Yeah, I'm still looking for the number.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah. No problem.
It's so funny that anytime I engage with the comments, they turn very negative and like hostile.
Be quiet. You're on the phone. Hush.
It's so sad.
Hush.
I have tons of fans, hundreds of thousands of fans.
Oh my God.
They just don't take the...
Are you kidding me right now? He didn't even put you on hold. Stop. It's so sad. Like, I have tons of fans. I don't know who these haters are, but I have tons of fans. You're on the phone. You always do this. Like, everything's going good. Stop blowing it. Just be quiet. Damn.
Their time coming onto my life to be abusive.
Shush.
Okay, now, the incident that happened in Chicago, do you know the address where it occurred?
There have been a whole bunch. The first one and the one I would start with would be 2037 West Roscoe. I don't live at that address anymore, but that was my home address that I shared with the person I was attempting to get the emergency order of protection against. He had just been released. We were on a reality show called Love After Lockup.
Oh my
and
God. I'm just about to... I'm sinking into my chair. It just, it goes, it's like, oh, you're doing good, you're slipping, you're falling, no, you're about to crash.
He was on parole and just got out of prison. So I kind of everything in the house was mine, and I was the stable person in the relationship. I think because he was involved in like some work with the detectives or the state of Illinois, they were like, we're not gonna throw him back in prison because we need him for these convictions. And so instead they threw me into the street, which would have been fine if I wasn't being gang stalked out there. Like if I was able to just get another job, and out of 20 jobs at least, I think it's
What's crazy to me is that, like, even if he was an informant or something, because I believe he is a rat. I think they're all rats, but usually they don't give a damn if you have a place to stay. So I don't think, like, even if that was true, I don't think it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that would have really happened, because I don't think they would have like ran out or I don't think they would have thrown her out just so Dylan could have a place to stay because he's an informant. They don't care if an informant has a place to stay or not. But I don't know. Fuck, I don't know. I'm not a rat. I'm not an informant. I don't know how that works.
all legal jobs like personal training, LA Fitness, Export Fitness, Cafe Oliva downtown here, bartending, like all regular legal jobs. They find me within a few weeks of me working there, and they come there to my job and like show up, and it's scary, and I just want it to stop. And it's been all over. Like I said, 2037 West Roscoe is the primary address of like most of the stuff that's happened, but there are like probably 100 other addresses that I could provide. And a bunch of the times that the cars are chasing me down the street, they form formations. There have been Teslas as well as Jeeps where literally there are anywhere from 6 to 9 cars, all the same make and model, and they form like some sort of weird, scary formation around me on the expressway or Lakeshore Drive. So there's not an actual static address. I'm literally in motion while the shit is going on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. That first email,
He said, okay.
we tend to do that email, and then it sounds like it happened up north, so I'm going to give you the deputy chief's number. That's area 3.
Okay, cool.
It's area code 312.
Okay.
744.
Okay.
3817.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, if that's all right, take it easy. If that's not the right deputy chief, then when you contact that number, then they'll probably direct you to the correct deputy chief. But it sounds like the incident happened up north.
Okay, and then just one more question. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for your patience. You know the office that does FOIA? Is that on 18th or 35th, or which office is that? The one by the Sox Stadium, I thought it was.
What again? I'm sorry.
The FOIA releases to release body cam footage from each of the police contacts.
That comes out of the that can I know in the district you can request it. Oh, what does that come out of?
So there's not just one office. I have to go to every single. Okay.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for your help. You have a great day, Officer Chisholm. I appreciate your time.
No problem. Enjoy your weekend.
Thanks.
Aw, he was so nice. And he helped so she can stop. Let's see if she is mature and acknowledges that he was helping.
Bye-bye. So that's kind of the same thing. I've literally been doing this. I've filled out FOIAs at all these locations. I kind of get the same information. There have been different superintendents and different detectives, but it's never a matter of them just blatantly ignoring me like, we're not going to listen. They just don't take action. Like, they literally are just like, oh, you were raped, beaten, robbed, abused, and chased down the street. Try calling this guy. He might be able to help. And I'm just there.
What do you want him to do? Are you freaking kidding me? So no, she's not going to acknowledge everything that he done for her.
Like, where am I right now? I don't know what to do. So, anyways, I just wanted to make that call live because every 3 months I like to do a status update here.